Thank you, everyone. As high school students, we're often told, you're too young, or this isn't the time. We teach young people at an early age to just accept a deferred life plan. And this was a message I was always kind of skeptical of. But when I arrived at my HOBY seminar in 2014, I didn't know it at the time, but my life was about to change. I walked in that weekend to find my crazy, eccentric, empowering HOBY family that still serves as my rock to this day. HOBY had a different message from others that were preparing us for the future. They challenged us instantly to just break the mold, to believe that this really was the time, and to let my enthusiasm change the world now. After HOBY, my confidence as the director of Georgia Miss Amazing grew, and I realized that picking out the strengths of others around me was a priority in that role. I met two of my best friends at HOBY, Blake and Sydney. They loved Miss Amazing so much that they traveled with me later that summer after the seminar to Omaha, Nebraska to volunteer at the National Miss Amazing pageant. The lessons I learned at HOBY empowered me to rely on others, like Blake and Sydney, to collectively create something incredible. Georgia Miss Amazing has benefited almost 150 women and girls with disabilities with the help of over 300 volunteers so far. And more than 2,000 women have participated in Miss Amazing nationwide. This past year, we raised over $11,000 for Georgia Miss Amazing alone, funds that will go towards improving the ways that we can provide tools for women with disabilities to make their voices heard. HOBY basically overhauled everything I thought I knew about myself. It taught me that leadership comes in so many different forms. And if we truly want to make a difference, to do it best, we need a little help from our friends and a commitment to include those different than us. That's why I come back to serve on Georgia HOBY staff every year, because I see the change that happens. Ambassadors come in, sometimes nervous, sometimes without a plan, but then they leave with a sense of purpose that wasn't there before. I just completed my first year at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, pursuing public policy while also focusing on the business side of nonprofit development. And HOBY encouraged me to explore those things that make me a unique and powerful leader. So year after year, the same thing happens with thousands of HOBY ambassadors across the globe. Confidence is found, friendships are made, and purpose is discovered. I can't tell you how many times I've called my best HOBY friends with a problem, and they help me solve it every time. That's because HOBY isn't just a weekend that you attend. It's something you take with you. Thank you.
Annie.